Hi, this video is going to go over how to set up two-factor authentication with your Microsoft 365 account. This basically will happen if you've gotten an account for the first time, or you have an existing account and the security defaults have been turned on, which do require two-factor authentication. So the best place to start to do this is to go onto your browser, and it doesn't matter, you can use Safari, Chrome, Edge, whatever you have available, and you're going to want to go to office.com, and once you get there you want to go ahead and sign in with your email. Of course, in this case I'm going to sign in with mine. Okay. And you'll see once I start to try to sign in completely, I get this notice that says that action is required. This is the starting place for getting your multi-factor authentication set up, and Microsoft uses, of course, and recommends their Microsoft Authenticator app. So I'm going to click Next. Okay, at this point I'm going to switch over to the phone because we're going to need to set up the phone in order to complete this process. Okay, now that we're on the phone, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the App Store, and then we're going to do a search here for Microsoft Authenticator. So hit the search here. And one thing I want to point out here, which is very important, is it turns out there's another app here that's also just called Authenticator. And amazingly, interestingly enough, sorry about that. Interestingly enough, it shows up on top because I guess it's a paid advertisement or something, and you can see that the icons look very, very similar. I really hate this, but you really need to make sure that you're selecting the Microsoft Authenticator. Okay, now I'm going to open it up, and I guess we'll accept the terms here. Continue. We'll skip this. So when you get to the main screen of the Authenticator app, you'll notice at the top right corner there's a plus symbol, and that's what we're going to use to go ahead and set up the connection to your account. At this point I'm going to switch back, actually show both screens so we can show the completion, how the process works. Okay, so we're just about finished here with getting the Authenticator set up. What I've got showing here, of course, is I've got both devices, both the phone and the computer up on the screen here, so you can kind of see the interplay going on between the two. So starting on the computer, I'm going to click on the next button here, and then one more time. And at this point I'm getting a QR code displayed, which I can use then on the phone to go ahead and link my account. So over on the phone, you go to the top right corner of the screen where you see the plus symbol. You go ahead and touch that, and then go ahead and in the next screen here it's asking you what type of account. In this case it's a work account, so I'm selecting that. Then I'm getting the options on how I want to add the account, and of course in this case we want to scan the QR code. So once your camera's on the phone, you're going to point it towards your screen, and then there you go, you see that it just connected. And in a moment here you're going to see now that my account has been added to the Authenticator. So basically we're all set at this point, but there are a few more steps. Let's go ahead and I'll proceed from here. I'm going to click Next. The next step is just kind of a test. It's sending out a code just to see if things are working properly. So you can see here, obviously on the computer I've got 99. I just have to type 99 on the phone, and then yes, and authenticate here, and there you go. So now we can see that that's working. Again, if I proceed to Next, the next thing is we need to add a backup option to the Authenticator, and you definitely want to do this because you do need a back way of getting in for whatever reason if the Authenticator is not working. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and type in my cell phone here, and I'm going to click Next and just wait for the code to come up, and there it is. And I'll click Next again. And now I should see that I have both methods set up. The default method will be the authenticator, but when you sign in, if for some reason the authenticator comes up and you don't have it, there usually is an option in the sign-in process to ask you if you want to do it a different way. So at this point, you're basically set up to start actually adding your Microsoft 365 accounts on your various devices. So for example, on the phone, you could go back to the settings and go to Mail and add the account there. Depending on what you're doing on the computer, if it's Outlook or something, same idea, you're going to sign in with your Microsoft account. But this is basically what you need to do to be able to be in a position to do those things without any issue.